think I might as well put on a undead point of view, so you guys can keep an eye on the resources of undead. I think the hotkey is in F11. Yeah, it is F11. Okay. Um. Yeah. Oh crap! I can't press F11 because I'm using fraps, and the hotkey for fraps is I'm setting F11 as one of the hotkeys for fraps. I need to change that. Whoa, Dark Ritual on a Fiend, just to save that Fiend from getting killed by the Mountain King is pretty slick. Now the Undead has to TP back. I think Undead is going to maybe nuke one of the units and then TP back. That's what I'll do. Here we go, we're going to see some mana on the Destroyers, and I'll be surprised if the Undead doesn't do anything, just TP out of there. And looks like the human doesn't see undead. No, and the undead doesn't know what human's doing until now. And now the undead is going to do some damage on the human army. One rifleman gets nuked, and undead just backs away. And maybe some absorb magic on that war automaton will be cool. There we go. So there's some absorb magic. And here's a DK gets nailed, more nuke, and undead is gonna have to TP out of there while soon. Destroyer gets focused on and killed. Now undead figures he needs to get out of there. So the undead beams away. Looks like the entire game's on human's hand to lose. Human doesn't have a lumber mill. It's weird. I don't remember seeing a human never gotten no lumber mill in the entire game. Maybe he'll get one later. Looks like the human thinking about creeping to 1 o'clock, and looks like the undead is thinking about creeping to 7 o'clock. Both are going to give a really nice item. Not an artifact. I just learned, if you look on Battle.net, level 7 items are called artifacts. They're not called items. I'm talking about the what do you call those? Demon Guard or Inferno Stones, and those are level 7 items, and they're called artifacts. They're not called items. So just a little thing you want to know, maybe to call it right. I don't know why. I don't know why you want to know that. Anyway, level 4. I'm gonna see level 4 DK and level 3 Lich. Is my surprise here yet? I don't know. Nope. I'm still not there, so I'm gonna keep you guys interested until the surprise really comes, and you'll be like, what? And yeah, I'm gonna see a really old school build by these two players. It's like seeing a Ring of Chaos game, Undead versus Human. Of course, I don't think the strategy has ever changed without the destroyers. Whoa, that's a lot of peasants went down right there. Four peasants. Damn, those peasants went down quick. I don't have just a special jokes made up for this, so I'm gonna just refrain from saying anything. I don't want to offend anybody. Although I really doubt I have any female viewers or subscribers. Here we go. We're gonna see a Crypt Lord. Let me just say, in my previous commentaries, like almost every undead commentaries that I've done, I've said I've never seen a level 3 or higher Crypt Lord die. Not die, but I've never seen an undead that has a higher than level 3 Crypt Lord lose. That's what I said, I think. And it's gonna be that statement is gonna be put on test here. We're gonna see the Crypt Lord is gonna creep probably to level 3, and DK needs to get out of there if he wants to share the Crypt Lord to get all the experience, whatever. This is what you do to counter the massive rifleman and caster as undead. You just get a Crypt Lord, just use Impale, and Impale and Nova really slows down people's other races damage per second, and it's really effective if you have these kind of weak units. Maybe not exactly weak, but massive, a lot of units. Just one Impale is just really effective if you aim it right. Anyway, I'm gonna speed up the replay, and Undead is gonna do some shopping. Maybe just check for expansions at 7 o'clock. Nothing there. Human's gonna probably thinking about creeping the 3:30, 4:30 creep or not. There's a Shade. Shade is gonna follow the human around, and Undead is just lurking around, waiting for human to make a mistake. I think this farms for scouting reasons here. I don't think human wants to get a tavern hero in this build because Panda is not really. If you think about it, Panda is really not the ideal counter versus this because the only unit can counter you is abominations and maybe destroyers and you don't want to counter rifleman casters to destroyers and abominations, and Panda cannot. And Panda is really not effective versus these two units. That's why you get a Mountain King, and you can just slow down their units while they are coming at you. Level 2 Crypt Lord. So we're gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. The Crypt Lord is gonna get to level 3 in this game, and whether higher than level 3, I'm not gonna tell you. You gotta have to keep watching. This game, okay, 4 o'clock is being crept, and human has to TP out there because here comes Undead, harass again, and still no freaking lumber mill for the human. I don't know why though. Human, I think about expanding here, or he's lost all his lumber peasants and never replaced them. Yep, looks like that's the case. That's a lot of riflemen. Holy God, man! Talking about rifle squad. What is this? Civil War? Or yeah, at least in World War One they have snipers. Damn, there's got to be Civil War. At least the riflemen's damage per second, their fire rate reflects the Civil War fire rate. Anyway, enough for history, enough for American history at least. And that's a lot of abominations just waiting, chilling here. I don't know why the Undead hasn't brought them out yet. Maybe it's just to trying to wait on the humans to have a big surprise for the human. Surprise! I have 4 more abominations in my pocket, and oh god, here comes a human. Human's gonna see this abomination. This abomination's gonna try to hide, and Undead is not to. Don't want to have to beam away. Yeah, Undead has to TP. Never ever. Yeah, here comes the Undead. We're gonna see some big battle here. We're going to. Okay, here's a Nova and Repel to slow down all the damage from the riflemen and. Casting slow on these abominations is really counterproductive because the destroyers can just make sure you pay for those slows. But anyway, DK gets killed, so no more healing, and I think Crypt Lord gets level 3 in this battle. I'm pretty sure. Crypt Lord is so freaking tank after level 3. So just I don't know if you guys ever played what do you call the Command and Conquer. It's like a behemoth tank. Reminds me of the behemoth tank. In that game. Yeah, I think the Undead player is complaining about the lag, I think. And anyway, there's still a big battle. Humans getting upper hand after killing 2 heroes, and his heroes are untouched. But I think human lost most of these units, and here comes Undead is gonna try to chase down these units. And where's my mouse? Alright, Mountain King is gonna have enough for Stormbolt, only cost 75 mana. And he's not using it, and I would have personally used that on that Abomination, start focusing that on it. Here we go, we're going to see Abomination gets killed, both players run out of gold, and one Rifleman gets focused down again. Slow, oh man, I wish human would have turned off the auto cast on the slow for the sorcerers, so that he doesn't supply all the mana to the destroyers. And here it comes. Oh, okay. Here we go. We're gonna see a level 4 Crypt Lord gets chased down by the Mountain King and AM. If this hero dies, I think these 2 heroes, AM and the MK, is going to hit level 6 for killing level 4 hero. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's going to happen. If Undead is absolutely crucial for this Undead to keep the Crypt Lord alive, more reason than one. Here's the Stormbolt, level 3 Stormbolt. Focus fire, and the statue is not even healing the Crypt Lord. What is he doing? Crypt Lord is gonna get blocked by Rifleman. Rifleman is going to do some damage on the Crypt Lord. A couple shots on the Crypt Lord. Another Rifleman joins the battle, but he failed to block the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord is escaping away. He can turn around doing Impale if he wants, but he's not doing it. Yeah, there goes the Crypt Lord. Oh man, so level 4 Crypt Lord died for the first time probably in the last decade. I'm just kidding. I don't think Crypt Throne has came out in the last decade. Anyway, now Undead is heroless. Oh well, here comes DK, and oh man, the human has not lost a single hero. Okay, do the math. 3-0. Undead is down to hero kill. 3-0. and that's like turning the ball. Whoa, that's a lot of money.